Hello, what's up, ATL Kool-Aid drinkers? Coming back at you with a few comments. The championship, NBA championship is over. We know who won, OKC. Uh, Listen to them, seeing how they structure their team and how they went by getting to the point where they are now and being one of the youngest teams to win a championship in NBA history. And it's beautiful the way I heard they did and how they structured the team with two 7-footers, which was really, really great. Throughout the year, when they added Hardenstein and they made it two 7-footers to go along with that team when they got beat by Dallas. So it was a good thing to see them do that, and then was able to work themselves back again to challenge that to get into that championship and win it. It was a sad thing to see Hallenberg go down. Um, it was bad. I think it was gonna be really, really a good game, not knowing who gonna win. Either though, I thought Rick Carlisle was gonna really coach, be the better coach in this situation, which he did. He did a really good job. And then after a while, he started making mistakes. Couldn't understand why he played the Bailey guy. But the main thing I'm in here for, I'm an ATL Kool-Aid drinker. You see here, I'm a Hawks fan. So I'm just here to want to say that Kevin Durant said no to the Hawks. Tony Wrestler, and I really believe they was going after him, and he said no to the Hawks. So that tell me that it's gonna be very, very hard to get really big time players to come play with Atlanta. So Atlanta's gonna have to do what gonna have to do what AK with OKC did, right? He gonna have to do what they gonna have to do what they done. They build it through the draft, and building through the draft is going to be able to, like I say, being able to pick those guys, the eye test, and a large percentage of those main guys on there, uh, actually were G leaguers, man. Uh, I was listening to how they was talking about it. Caruso, and the coach was a G leaguer coach, and Caruso was a G leaguer, and I think one of the other players, he ended up like the 22nd draft pick, you know. So I mean, come on, man. Williams, all them guys, man. That's just what I be talking about, the eye test, man. That's how you got to do it. You got to be able to sniff out those guys, no matter what. Were they number one, number two, number three, second round, 22nd, 25, American, not American? It don't matter. You got to have the eye test, man. So it's coming up to a time this Wednesday for Atlanta Hawks to start that process and complete that process. Now, obviously last year Quinn must then get the memo about coaching up and managing and coaching up these young cats. The Vic Krejci. Vic Krejci was a draft with OKC, one of the early draft picks before we got him. He's not a bad player, man. Look at him. Do what? 6'7", 6'8". Can play the 2 and the 3. We thought he couldn't shoot when he was doing all that passing. And then otherwise he started shooting. So I don't know why coach stopped playing the guy. I don't know why Ricochet. I know this year I think Ricochet should get his playing time, man. The starting five that he started, that was the starting five last year, should be the starting five. I mean, Trey Young, Dyson Daniel, Ricochet, Moji, and if Congo, should be the starting five. I mean, if JJ is back, then it should be JJ, of course, with Moji bagging him up. And if it depends on if we keep in those vets. If we keep Larry Nance, then Larry Nance should be a backup between the center and the 4 and the 5. Also Barlow. You know, I think from my point of view, if I was gonna play Ni Yang, I couldn't play him in the 4. Don't play him in the 4. Play him in the 3, so where he can play in the 3 and catch and shoot and keep that 4 and 5 large for defense. But look, coming up on the draft, and this is what I got to say to Answer. You on the clock. You on the clock. Quinn on the clock. Dick Whitty, Brown, G. Y'all on the clock now. And this draft is going to let me, who's a season ticket holder? I ain't no big time season ticket holder, but I'm a season ticket holder though. Been season ticket for a while. Gonna let me and a few other ticket holders know what you really planning to do and how you gonna do it. Now, I know some season ticket holders want this and some season ticket holders want that. And then you got people who ain't even season ticket holders want all kind of stuff. See what I'm saying? But they pay their money. They watch the game. Just either way, you're going to get paid on the way. TV, advertisement, ratings, all of that. But this is what I say, man. I really feel that the Atlanta Hawks should go and get Yang, Hanson Yang, 7'2", 7'1", 7'2" center. Okay? Eye test. It ain't about those spots, man. You ain't got to fight with nobody for him. Not if I'm looking at with the mock drafts. You ain't got to fight nobody for that guy. Nobody. Don't pick him. When you get to the 13th pick him. And then the other guy, Maxine Reynaud. These two guys, I don't even think you got to fight with nobody for them. If you do, I'll be surprised. But usually sometimes when you be looking at the mock draft, from my point of view, from the last year mock draft, when I saw Ricochet start rising up and them drafts start rising up and people start positioning, they start really getting close to positioning the way the players were going to go. It was true. It was close to being true, especially between 1 and 10. So I'm looking at it like this. At 13, I'm torn between Hanson Yang and Maxine Reynaud. But when I look at the list of where everybody in the draft, Yang comes a little bit lower than Maxine. Get Maxine at 13. That's what I would do for this year. This is what I would do for this year now. And it would be one of the most wisest things to do. Now, I don't know what the manager is going to do. Like I said, they're on the clock. I don't know what you're going to do with your trades, re-signing Nance, what you're going to do with Double O, Kobe. I don't know what you're going to do with that. But this is what I would do if I was the manager. And I ain't getting paid. And I hope Aunt C or someone is listening to this. I would draft Yassine, okay? Hanson Yang. Hanson Yang at 13 or 22. At 22. Okay, I would draft him at 22. And then I would draft, and at 13, my first draft would be Maxine Reynaud. Maxine Reynaud I would pick them at 13. Now, if we get to 22 and Hanson Yang is not taken, then I would take Hanson Yang. Okay. Hopefully, if Hanson Yang is not there, then the next guy would be Fleming. And then after that, no. And I don't know, is Queen gonna be there or whatever. How Queen, I think Queen gonna be way up there. So if Queen fall to us, still, man, I don't know. That's sort of hard. Um, Queen is a really good player too. But I'll go with my 2 7-footers. I'd rather go with my 2 7-footers. I don't think you could lose with those. So I would stay with my 2 7-footers. And then for the rest of the year, this is what I would do. I would upgrade Wallace to be in the bag up point guard. Truthfully. I will upgrade him, and I will go get Fault. Okay, to be on the bench, just in case. Cause it's easy, cause he ain't gonna cost you nothing. That's what I would do. I would go and get Fault. If he's available. I'm not sure if Fault is available. Let me see. Let me see if Fault is available though. Before we go with this, let me check and see if Fault is available. Okay, let's see. Markel Falk. Let's see here. I think he would be a really, really good point guard. And like I say, him and Trae Young, with him being in the locker room with Trae Young, they have some rapport with one another. They've been on the same team with one another. You know. So it might be a good person to be on the bench with the Atlanta Hawks. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, it said yes, Markel Falk is a free agent this summer. So he is a free agent this summer. Okay. And so I would go and get this guy. It won't cost you hardly anything. You know what I'm saying? So let's go get this guy to be a backup point guard for us. Now I don't know what you're gonna do with other, but I would upgrade. Now what I would do, I would actually set my roster up with the young guys. My young guys would be Moji, Vic Krejci, Plowden, Jacob Toppin, Barlow. Now, you know, if Kobe Buffkin is still here, then we'll see. Cause he's still hurt. I heard he was still hurt. So who else we got? But those the main guys right there that I would love to have on the bench with whatever vets we have. Okay. So let me see something. Let me see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. All right. So I would love. So we know what our bench would look like, right? I would love for our bench to stay with our team to look like with Trae Young, I'm just gonna name the young guys that I want to keep, okay? And what we already have in the roster. Now, with the free agent guys and the veteran guys, I'm not gonna name. Like Okongu, I'm not gonna name Okongu. I'm not gonna name Clint. I'm not gonna carry Levert or Ning Yang or T-Man. I'm not gonna name them as being on the roster, okay? Or even Garrison Matthew, cause I'm not sure what the Hawks gonna do, but there's a chance that they may be about to move on from some of these guys. I just don't know which one they're gonna make the decision on moving on from. So we're looking at Trae Young, Richard Shea, Dyson Daniel, Jalen Johnson, okay? Then we got Mo G, Vic Krejci, Jacob Toppin, Dominique Barlow, Keaton Wallace. I'm going to say I don't know about Kobe Buffington, so I'm going to go and skip him. And I'm going to also skip Garrison Matthew. I'm not sure about them. Not sure about Larry Nance. So any one of those. So then, and Daquan Plowden, okay, a shooting guard. So these are the guys, as the young guys, that I would love to make, the team out of. And then we get, like I say, then we see what vets that we already have on the team and see what we're going to replace and what other vets we're going to come to play with the young guys. The vets have to be bench guys coming to play with the young guys. So, my thing I would love for King Wallace, he showed himself. That triple-double, man, proved himself. His brother over there playing with OKC, showing some good pedigree. And he's the older brother. He's the older brother to the Wallace over there. So, and he's showing something. I think he can get really better. I think he can get better. I like his play. Him and Plowden showed out on Chicago together. Toppin, Jacob Toppin, his little brother, Toppin with over there with my boy with Indiana. And he also was trying out for a little bit, trying to be in the slam dunk contest last year too. So I think these young guys right here is what we should be looking at. And then we plug in the free agents along with the 2 draft picks. Now we got to get those 2 draft picks. They got to get them right. We need them to be on the bench too, because we need to be a young team. Okay? We need to have a young team. We need to go ahead and play. We need to get coach to go ahead and play with these guys. You see what I'm saying? And start making these guys get these guys some experience. I wish he would have played them last year, man. That was a special time for Coach Quinn to play them young guys and not play Ning Yang, Terrence, man, and Levert so much, man. Because we were supposed to have been trying to structure this team around the young, experienced wings. So that's what we need to do. We need to go ahead and structure this team. OKC did the thing. They built confidence in this young boy, built confidence in this young team. Go and get the Twin Towers, Reynold and Hanson Yang. Get that Twin Tower with all the pick and pop, all this movement. Trae Young throwing it in, watching the center go and score. Trae Young going in, kicking it out to a center, to Reynold who can shoot. You know what I'm saying? And kick it out to Plowden and Jacob Toppin and Barlow, Vic Krejci, Mo G. Come on, man. These people are good. I don't know what nobody talking about. Oh, he was playing with these G Leaguers. No, man. He wasn't playing with G Leaguers. He was playing with Ning Yang, T-Man, and Levert. I mean, the G Leaguers were playing every now and then, but they didn't get a chance to play like they should have been playing to get chemistry. So, my thing is, Unsi and his vice president and somebody else name who keep coming up always got his nose in everything. And his name is Man, y'all know who I'm talking about though, right? He knows it in everything. He the one who picked Coach Quinn. And now I hear he up here trying to get Circuit K. What they got him in the room together? I just heard that. I don't know if it's true or not. They hanging out together, Circuit K and Corbin? They hanging out together? Circuit K and Corbin? No. He can't be sticking his nose into stuff like this, man. Please don't let Kyle mess you up again. Kyle went and got Coach Quinn. And now Kyle finna make a decision on who we gonna get? I thought Unc was supposed to do that. Come on, man. I saw Unc, G, and Dick Whitty. That's who I saw. I don't want to hear nothing about no Kyle Corbin making no decision on nothing. He might make some suggestions. But you got to have the eye, man. See that? You got to have the eye, man. You got to be able to see those mutants in the dogs. But they got to be mutants and dogs. And like OKC say, good people at the same time that going to create good camaraderie in the locker room. So, Kevin Durant has chosen Houston. Kevin Durant do not want to come to the Hawks. So, bump Kevin Durant, Tony Wrestler. Don't even go at him no more. Don't try to offer him anything no more. Bump him. That's what I feel. Let him go there and suffer like he think he gonna go over there at Houston and win some. He hunting for another championship and he went to the wrong place. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Okay? Should have came over here to the Hawks, to the East, where it could have been a little bit easier. Especially this year with everybody hurt. But no, he didn't want to come. And Giannis, yeah, you just stay your butt right here with your Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah, just stay right there with them. That's what you do. Stay there with them. Okay? So we can kick y'all butt some more, man. See, this the thing is, we gonna get y'all again, and we gonna beat you the next time. Now, you ain't gonna even have Damian, you ain't gonna even have Lillard next year, so hey, man. The Hawks do the right thing, the right tweak. Draft some players. Draft the two centers. Don't send them to the G League. Look, let them play some summer ball or a scrimmage. When the Hawks go through the summer ball and they playing together and stuff like that, to get themselves ready. But they got to be ready to play. Day one, man. Draft players. Stop drafting developing players, man. Bring my boys up that I just saw on the roster right there. Bring them up. It's time for them to play. Okay? So I'm saying Ansi, Quinn, y'all is on the clock. The clock start tomorrow Wednesday at the draft. Okay? Wednesday at the draft, 8 o'clock. 13th pick. You're on the clock. 22nd pick. You're on the clock. This could be the biggest decision that you can make. The second biggest decision you can make is when you're going to make the decision on moving your free agents. Because I see one of the best decisions you have made is to work with Trae Young. So now it's going to come down to making these draft picks where we building through the draft, get 2 players, whatever. You know, I don't know how that's going to work. They said if you move up, if you can move up 13 pick and get one, you still got the 22 pick. If that works out for you, then great. If you can go get an Ace Bailey and then come back down and get a Racine No or Yang, Renault or Yang, Maxine Renault or Yang, then that's what you should that's what you should do. But if you can't move up, you and then what makes so bad, my thing is don't move up, man. Just keep the camaraderie with the team. Just stay packed, man. You know, don't have to move nobody. You at the 12th spot. You at the 22nd spot. You ain't got to try to trade nobody. Team already packed. Got some camaraderie going with Trey Young, Dyson Daniel, Richard Shea. You got some stuff going. Make your right decision with the free agent, with T-Man. Look, listen to me. T-Man and Niang. I'm just saying. Coach, you better get away from Coach Quinn. Coach Quinn don't know how to say no to these guys and play your young boys. I don't know, man. You might have to get rid of Coach Quinn too, because Coach Quinn don't want to play the young boys, man. He keep wanting to play all these other people, man. I don't know, but Coach Quinn, look, get the memo. Play the young boys, man, and then pick and play the young boys, and then pick the free agent that the manager going to give you. And what you want to do, and give them the right specific amount of time. They should never play more time. They should never get those players should never get more time than the young boys. Okay, look, this ATL Kool-Aid drinker, Kool-Aid drinkers, ATL Kool-Aid drinkers, YouTube. Okay, you get this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Okay, ring the notification bell so when I do a video, because I do them every now and then, I'm gonna also be at the party, so I'm gonna be videoing off and on different parts of the party. You know what I'm saying? To upload to my my YouTube, so you can see some of the reactions live and stuff like that. I'm gonna be doing that. And so it's gonna be a really, really good thing going on. Hey, all I can say, man, the last time I was at a draft party, I really wanted to get Bowl, man. I don't care what nobody say. I wanted a 7'2" guy to go with Trey, and we ended up getting Cam because the coach wanted Cam. I really think that was the coach that wanted Cam. He was dancing when we got Cam. So I think that was Coach Pierce's decision on getting Cam. And Cam played. Coach Pierce played him. And so I think that, maybe next time we need to go ahead and get this 7-footers, man. That's what I need to say. All right, ATL Kool-Aid drinkers, give me that thumbs up. Subscribe, ring the notification bell. Leave a comment on what I'm talking about. Let me know, hey, how you feel. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. Just go ahead and put your comment in there, man. Let me know how you feel. If you agree with me, hey, man, let's go Hawks. Let's go Hawks. Let's go Hawks. ATL Kool-Aid drinkers.